What's up? How's everybody doing? Alright, so obviously for those of you watching on Facebook, I am not playing Minecraft, but for some reason I can never figure out how to get it to change it. It's annoying. Anyway, today I have another KSP mission. Today we are going to Duna. I am doing a Duna probe, and for those of you who don't know what Duna is, it is the Mars analog in KSP. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a little short video real quick. To kind of get the mood going, so to speak. Little Soviet engineering video for you here. But yeah, basically this is kind of the mission that this is based on. So yeah. So basically I'm modeling it after Mars, the Mars 2 and Mars 3 missions. I'm hoping to get some kind of impactor down onto the surface today. So yeah, so the probe I'm launching kinda looks like this one a little bit. So yeah. So yeah, let's get back into it, shall we? Alright, pull up the game here. And put a little music on. Alright. So this is the launch vehicle, and I'm trying something new today. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the mission specs so you can kind of see what I'm trying to do today. I'm not gonna leave that up the entire stream, but I might put it up every once in a while. So this is the rocket, the Vecra D. It's modeled after the Proton M. I've used this on a couple missions before, one to Duna, one to Eve. And the probe bus that I'm going to be using is this one here. But I'm going to replace this top part with an impactor. So I have to build something that can survive entry into Duna's atmosphere. Fortunately, though, I have a couple of ideas. So, let's see, where shall we start? Alright, first off, get rid of that. Need that probe core. So we're going to go ahead and leave that on there. Let's see. Since it's an impactor, it doesn't, all it needs to do is survive re-entry and impact the surface. It doesn't have to survive landing, so I don't need to put a whole bunch of stuff on there. Let's see. I think a simple spheroid shape ought to do it. Alright, so, need a decoupler. I'm going to go ahead and shrink that. Oop. Sure it's the right size. Alright. So I figured today would be a welcome distraction with everything going on. I figured, hey, let's launch some stuff. So let's see here. What is that part right there? Do I want to keep any of that? No, I do not. All right. So let's see here. Kind of want to put a structural element. Not an engine plate. I want a structural element. All right. Come on now. Where's my procedural structural part? Where are you? There you are. I'll make that flat, smaller. Shrink the length, and just kind of make it a generic. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Cool. All right, so our probe is going to be attached to this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. I'm going to dismount from that. Oop, made a mistake. Load. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play... Oh. Huh. I guess it must have unloaded all that. Oh, well. We'll put something else on here. Oh, wow. It unloaded a lot of my stuff. Oh, I know why. It's because I don't have my drive in. I don't have my drive plugged in. Derp. You know what? Plug that in. And we'll just load that back in. Pull all this back up. Let's see here. OBS. All right. There we go. So we'll load that in. There we go. That's a little more fitting for what we're trying to do here. All right. Because we're not at the action part yet. We're not at the action part yet. It kind of figures that I'm like, I am going to unplug my drives to avoid technical glitches during this stream, and lo and behold, a technical glitch happens because I unplugged the drive. That is just... That's just, you know, par for the course, I guess. So, let me add a few things here real quick. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Bear with me. Just gonna go ahead and add these directories. Cool. All right. Save. Save that. God, I hate it. I hate how, like, I'm using an old version of Winamp to do the music, and I hate how it's like prompting me for like literally everything. Hey Ilker, good to see you on stream today. All right, so now we can get started in earnest. All right, so now that all the technical garbage is out of the way, I am going to pull my probe bus up out of here again. There you are. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to test and make sure that this thing does what it's supposed to. So the big problem I've been having with this is I just switched over to KSP 1.8 not too long ago, so I need to make sure that this thing will still work. Damn it, it undid all my changes. You know what? That's inconsequential. Doesn't matter. All right, reroute. All right, we're going to reroute that. We're going to pull that out. And then we're going to go to the launch pad. And I'm going to make sure that all my action groups still work with this thing. Because this is an older probe bus. And this is actually going to be the last flight of this particular probe bus. I'm not going to use this bus anymore after this mission. I'm designing a new one for future missions. So that's why this thing's only going to carry an impactor instead of carry an actual lander. Because I need to design something better that I can control better for a lander. All right, so go ahead and kill the mission info because we don't really need that up right now. This technology is amazing, isn't it? All right, so here's the lander. All right, not the lander, but the probe bus. All right, cool. That works. All right. Okay, cool. Awesome. So we know that the communications antennas will deploy. We know the solar arrays will deploy. We know the main high gain antenna will deploy. So all's good on that front. We don't have to do anything with that. Now all we got to do is replace this part and replace it with an impactor. So I'm going to go back to the assembly building. So first test of the mission successful. We know the bus works. So I'm going to reload this rocket. Where are you? Okay, auto-save that. You know what? That's fine. It doesn't matter, because we'll just stick it on top of a Vecra rocket when we're done. So that can go bye-bye. Don't need that anymore. I need something to cover up this part with, though, because this is the computer core, and I kind of want to protect that. Let's see here. Actually, can I might be able to just stick a smaller core on here somewhere. Let me see if I can do that. All right, yeah, I can do that. Oh, that's much better. Let's do that. Cool. All right, so there's the core. It's protected. I'm going to go ahead and replace the ends texture here. Awesome. Now, I need to add a decoupler. And this is what is going to basically hold the impactor. All right, so I'm going to save that as... I think this is actually a Zenyacht. I think I'm going to call this a Zenyacht 1, or no, Zenyacht 2. Zenyacht B2V. I think I'm going to call it a B2V. Because it's the second iteration of the bus. It's the B variant. It's the second iteration of that variant, and the V designates that it is a vehicle. So, all right, or something like that. It's just I just kind of threw it on there. All right. So now that we have the bus enabled, this thing is ready to be pretty much ready to go. It's got big enough solar panels to where we'll have enough power. I am actually going to throw a few more monoprop canisters onto this thing, because one of the problems that I had with the Zenyacht 4/Eve 1 mission, which used this almost exact same bus configuration, was I had issues. I had a few issues with monopropellant. I started running low on monopropellant during that mission. So I'm going to strap some more monopropellant tanks to this thing. So we need to find some monopropellant tanks. There's monopropellant tanks. So we'll throw a few more of these on there. There we go. Throw one there. That one there. Ooh. We'll just kind of sink it in. And this is pretty much what the Soviets did. They more or less just had the same probe bus, you know, the basic probe bus, and then they just kind of stuck things to it as needed, depending on, you know, the mission parameters. That's kind of what they did. And that's sort of what I'm doing with this. I'm just making sure that I have enough fuel and enough supplies, as much as I can cram onto this thing. And of course, weight is an issue. I need to make sure that the thing isn't too heavy. All right, so that'll miss that. I might be able to put another monoprop tank, like a bigger one, over on this side. So we'll try that. kind of move that into place, make sure that it's not clipping through anything too bad. And another reason I'm retiring this model is because it uses these old Infernal Robotics parts, and since I upgraded to 1.8, the mod isn't supported. But it doesn't matter because the new DLC that Kerbal Space Program came out with has robotic parts anyway. So I figure why use this mod if I can just use the parts that came with the DLC. It's probably optimized for it anyway. So this will be the final mission of this particular probe model. Let's see. I do want a little more control. So I think I'm going to throw a couple more mono propellant thrusters on this thing. Because this engine in particular is another reason I'm retiring this, is because for some reason this thing loves to tumble if I fire this engine too heavily. Like if I go full throttle with it, for some reason it just likes to fire that thing way too heavy and it just starts tumbling the whole thing. So I need better reaction control. All right, so I've got extra monoprop on board. I think I'll attach another couple of monoprop tanks to this thing. Where are you? Give me monoprop. Where are you? Liquid fuel, monopropellant. There we go. And we literally just want like two of these kind of like side by side and like made smaller. So I'm basically just kind of modifying this thing specifically for this mission to make sure that I have enough to get there. And I'm just kind of going utilitarian with it. I'm not even really that super concerned with how symmetric it is. Because, I mean, the Russians didn't care. But, alright, so I'm going to kind of go over the parts that are on this thing. This is an ion trap. Basically, it kind of scans, the ionosphere around Duna. I'm guessing that's what it's for. I haven't really done a lot of research on that part. This is a spectrometer. It can basically determine what elements something is made out of by basically it's kind of a scanner. It's a micrometeoroid detector, obviously, that detects if there's micrometeoroids in the vicinity. So it can see how much debris is in the area around Duna. I would imagine there's going to be a lot of ionic, a lot of like solar radiation, because Duna probably doesn't have much of a magnetic field because it is a Mars analog. That's the fuel cell. I'm kind of using that to keep the batteries charged. And since this thing's going to have a lot of fuel on board, I figured why not use that. So yeah, let's see if there's any other instruments we can put on board this thing. I got a couple of new parts too. I got some more mods, obviously, as you can see. So let's see here. Well, Geiger counter might be useful. I'm just gonna throw a Geiger counter on here. So we can do some science. The hydrometer isn't going to be very useful, but a barometer might be. Seismic accelerometer might be good on the impactor. Camera. Sure, why not? Let's put a camera on this thing. Let's get some nice pictures. There we go. I'll just do some correction there. Move some stuff around here. There we go. All right. So we got camera on board this thing now. Cool. All right. So let's see what else we can do here. Already got our mass spectrometer. Don't need a surface scanning module because we're going to be impacting. We're not actually going to be landing on this thing. I don't need that. Where's my barometer? A barometer would be useful. Thermometer might be useful. That might actually be a useful component. And yeah, so basically what I'm doing here, and you know what, for the sake of like a little bit of a history lesson here, I'm gonna pull up a picture of what I'm trying to do here. So this isn't the exact model of what I'm trying to do, but pretty close. So as you can see, the Soviets used a lot of the same bus design, and then they just kind of stuck their instruments like on the side, depending on what the mission was. So that's kind of the same philosophy that I'm following here. I'm kind of just sticking various instruments onto the side of this thing for what I need, and various other external tanks and things. So, all right. So, where's my barometer? I need a barometer for that impactor. There you go. There's a barometer. All right. So, I need to hide these in an arrow shell. All right. So we got our decoupler here. So let me get a heat shield out. I'm going to go with the procedural heat shield. I'm going to ditch this, ditch the fairing. We don't need that shroud. I'm going to go with like plain white. I think would be good. All right. Got that. We're going to need a battery on this thing. So we're going to make the majority of the size of this thing a battery. There we go. That works. Matter of fact, though, I kind of want to put my interstage fairing nodule node there. All right, is that a okay? Yeah, okay. Payload fairing. That is exactly what I want. That's what I meant. So basically, this is going to be the inside of this thing. And it's going to have a big battery on it. If it will let me pick the silver texture. Ooh, Cosmos. It's kind of a... that's an interesting looking texture. Actually, I kind of want to use that for future probe. I like that. That might actually be useful. Noted. Noted. All right. So, I'm actually going to make this a cone. I'm going to sink this in, and what's going to happen is I am going to put a parachute on this, though, because I want to test the drag of Duna's atmosphere. All right, so I got an accelerometer, I got my barometer. I want to put, let's see. I want to put I want to put something on here. It'll give me a good, it'll slow me down. Like I want it to slow me down just enough to where I don't bury like immediately into the surface. I want to slow down enough to where I can get some atmospheric readings. Definitely gonna need a communications device for sure. So let's put a couple of those on there. Does not really matter how fancy these get because they're gonna get destroyed anyway. All right. Let's see. Where are we? I think utility. Now, the goal of this thing isn't to survive, it's just to slow down enough. So I have to just find one that'll suffice for that. That's a new one. KIS for dummies. Like I said, I just installed a bunch of new mods on this thing. This might work. I think that should work. All right, and then we'll just circle that around because I want the cone. I want the cone to kind of not really go that high, I guess is the best way to put it. So we got this battery. Let's see. What else do we want to put on here? Now everything I put on here is going to add weight, so I can't really. I got to be picky. Actually, you know what? Come on, let me pick it. Thank you. Can I make that smaller? I cannot. All right. I guess this is it then. I do want to blow the arrow shell off. So I think what I'm gonna do is throw some retro rockets on this thing. I'm gonna use these Ullage motors. I'm just gonna kind of flip them around like this and make them smaller. Yeah, about that big. All right. Move this accelerometer over a little bit. Come on, select it. Thank you. And of course, we've got to have our tribute to the motherland here. Let me find the right flag decal. There you are. Find a good spot to put that right there. Pick our design here. There we go. The flag of the N.A.S.R on there. All right. So, Next order of business. I want to make sure my staging is right here. Okay, cool. And I want to put a fairing on this thing now. I want a procedural fairing. Let me try this back shelf fairing. Ooh, ooh, I like that. I do like that. Can I change the color? I do like that. That is actually exactly what I was going for. Okay, thank you. All right, can I select it? Thank you. I appreciate that. No. Let's see here. Shape. I want to unlock the shape. Base auto shape. All right. Let's see. Let's see what I can do with this shape. See if I can change the shape of this thing. Oh, I can. Cool. Perfect. All right. I want it round. Actually, I don't want it too round. I want it a good I want it. That's what I want. Okay, there we go. I want it like that. I want it more spherical almost. All right. Cool. So, the plan is basically this part's going to enter the atmosphere. As a matter of fact, actually, let me see if I can change this color a bit. This part's going to enter the atmosphere. And then this aeroshell is going to blow off when it's done. And then it's going to impact the surface. So that's the mission. Man, I wish there was a way to get the texture of this to match the other one. A blader normal, a blader darker. You know what, we'll just go with that. That's fine. We'll do that. Because the top's kind of dark anyway, so that'll work. It kind of matches. All right. And of course, you know, because I have to go full Soviet with this thing. Where are my utilities? I'm already in my utilities. All right. I want. Gotta put my little commie star on there. You know, I'm gonna copy that, and then the other side. I'll do that. All right. I think that'll work. I'll just kind of sink that in a little bit. Oh, wow. Oh, didn't want it to do that. Why are you doing that? I want to get that snug up against that side there. There we go. Cool. Come on. Are you gonna let me select the decal? No, it's not. All right. I guess we're stuck with that position. All right. I'm gonna call this Duna-2. All right. So we have our craft. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to do some tests here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. I'm going to use hyper edit, and I'm going to put this thing into orbit, you know, as a test. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to intentionally deorbit it and see what it does. Like I'm almost like walking you guys through an actual mission that I do whenever I play this. So I'm going to go ahead and crack open a beer. All right. Yeah, nothing ominous looking about that thing at all, huh? All right. Where's my hyper edit? All right, there's my hyper edit. And I'm going to go ahead and just throw this thing. I'm going to throw this thing into orbit. Now, this isn't the actual launch. This is just a test. This is my quote-unquote simulation. All right. So right off the bat, I'm already seeing a problem here. All right. So I need to deactivate the decouplers on this. So off the bat, I got to deactivate those decouplers. All right, that's in the right spot. That is not in the right spot. That needs to go up here. Yeah, like everything is like not in the right position. Come on, get in there. Thank you. All right. All right, cool. That's in the right position. 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 All right, so kind of give you an idea of how this is going to work. I'm going to go ahead and extend everything. So we're just going to imagine that we're on our mission now. So what I got to do is I'm going to do basically a deorbit burn. So I turn this thing around. Let's say I'm approaching Duna. I'm going to turn it around. Deorbit. Just like that. And I can also test and see how fast my monoprop disappears too. As you can see, it's holding steady pretty well, so might want to add a few more tanks though. So I would deorbit this thing. So since we don't want to wait for this thing to deorbit, I'm just going to go ahead and deorbit it. All right. So what I would do is I would detach that. So that's going to drift. And then I would wait for it to get a certain distance away from me. I think I have to decelerate. All right, so we're just going to ignore that. We're just going to switch to this thing. All right. So this thing is now falling. You can see its trajectory here. So we're just going to speed it along. Because really all I care about is testing this heat shield. All right. And I want to make sure the battery can survive. So it looks like it can. It looks like it's got plenty of charge. We're just going to time accelerate, test the heat shield out. And this is all ablative armor, so it'll survive. It should survive re-entry. All right. And I don't really care if it makes it to the surface. I just want to make sure that the actual probe survives. And it looks like it did. All right, cool. So, next step. Next step is say goodbye to the aeroshell. Oh, wait. I gotta decelerate. That's right. I added on time acceleration. I'm like, why are you not working? Oh, okay. All right. I gotta get out of time acceleration. Okay. Why is this shell not decoupling? Is the decoupler off? I think the decoupler's off. All right. Well, we know it survives re-entry. Now I'm just gonna test and make sure that the shell will come off. All right. So first order of business: find out why you are not decoupling. Decoupler disabled. That's why. Derp. I'm gonna go ahead and make that dark. There we go. Save that. Overwrite. Why? Okay. Why are you doing that? Why is my glorious symbol of the revolution not? You know what? We're just gonna have to put that back on. Where is my ablative shield at? There you are. All right. Let's get rid of that. And don't really care about that stuff right now. We will deal with that later. All right. So let's see what were we gonna do. Oh yes, that's right. These we want to disable the staging on. All right, cool. We want to disable the staging on all of these. Make sure. Enable staging. Disable staging. Disable staging. Oh, are you giving me more colors now? Okay, I mean, that works. All right. So I'm just going to throw this onto the launch pad. And I'm going to drop it. And I'm just going to make sure this arrow shell comes off. I will have to rearrange my staging, though. Come on now. That's the one thing about this game I do not like, is it takes forever for anything to load. Alright. So we'll go ahead and just deploy all this crap. Alright. I want to group. Alright, cool. There's my decoupler. There's my arrow shell. Want those all in one group. It goes at the bottom. Now I can set this up at the launch, so I'm just doing this for now. Alright. Alright, ship lander. I'm just gonna put you. Why are you not working? All right, why are you not allowing me to do my my landing? All right, you know what? Okay, all right. So we're gonna go and just go to orbit editor. Don't care about anything below it. I just want to test this arrow shell out. Okay. Yeah, that was totally not what I wanted to do. I'm just screwing up. This is the one game where I screw up constantly. I don't know why. Alright. First off, let's get the parts in the right spot. There. Alright, that goes there, that goes there. And then that goes there. Alright, save that, overwrite, cool. So we're going to save that. And then I am going to reroute this. And we're just going to ditch the rest of this for the test. And I'm going to launch it. Oh! Okay. Alright, then that makes a lot of sense. Now I know why it wasn't doing what I told it to do. I forgot to put a probe core inside this part. And see, this is why we test before we launch anything. Okay, are you going to undo what I did? Or am I going to have to force you to? No, don't save. Alright, load. Alright, cool. Everything's intact. That would help if I put a brain in this part, wouldn't it? It would help a lot. No, you're not. We're not playing this game. Thank you. All right. That's one of the things they really need to fix in this game is like if you take something off of staging, it just screws your staging up. It's really annoying. All right. Overwrite. Cool. Recenter. Cool. Now I just got this part. This is the part that I want to test. I know the rest of the probe actually works. So there's 53 minutes in and I'm still like testing this thing. This is actually how a lot of this ends up working out. Usually just test it, see if it works, test it, see if it works. All right. All right. So this is the part we are testing. So we're just going to throw this up into orbit. Not velocity. That's not what I wanted. We're just going to throw this up here. Cool. I was going to pretend like it's, you know, re-entering the atmosphere now. Do this. All right, and we'll just time accelerate. So far, so good. So what I'm trying to get this thing to do is this top part is going to blow off once we're free. So once we're in the atmosphere, this top part's going to blow off. These little engines are going to fire up and blow it off. And then I can deploy my parachute. Hopefully it doesn't crash before I get that chance. All right. All right. So that did work. Cool. All right, that sort of worked. Wasn't exactly what I wanted it to do, but it worked. I think it's because I enabled the decoupler on that bottom part. I think I have to disable that. I think there's a fairing decoupler and then there's a regular decoupler. All right, so this will land. I'm thinking this will land on. This will definitely land on Kerbin, and that's because Kerbin has a thick atmosphere. But it will not land on Duna. It will impact. It is designed as an impactor. So it will certainly not be, yeah, see, it's already slowed down enough to where it'll just soft land. So this thing will almost certainly not survive landing on Duna because I have to propulsively land on Duna in addition to parachutes because the atmosphere is so thin. But we know that this will work during re-entry, and that's all we care about right now. Because it is an impactor. And since it's an impactor, we do not care if it actually makes it to the surface. We just care that it can gather data in the atmosphere. So, I am going to disable that decoupler because we don't want to blow that whole heat shield off the bottom. We want to keep that. Overwrite. All right, that works, that works. That's right, that's right, that's right. All right, cool. Now I'm going to put my branding back on this thing. Where are you? We want the curved one. We want the curved one. All right. Now we're just going to change the texture. There we go. Bring that in just a smidge. There we go. That'll work. Put this on here. Yeah, we'll do that one. We'll do that one. That one works. I want to get it right up on that heat shield. I don't want to do any of this like hovering crap. There we go. That'll work. Save that. All right, I think we're ready to launch this thing. All right, so I want to pull up my mission info again. So I've got a time accelerate to day 263 of this year. So I'm on day 173, so I have to accelerate about 3 months ahead now. That is exactly what I am going to do. So day 263, 262 is what I want. Because actually, you know what? I'm going to do this in the tracking station so I can kind of illustrate why I'm doing this. Because I need to get Duna in the right position to launch. I'm going to do something called a Holman transfer orbit. So, there's Kerbin. There's Duna. That's where I need to go. I need to do this, basically. But I need to be in the right position to be able to do it. And I did some playing around earlier, and I found out that it needs to be on year 3, day 263 is the optimal time to launch. That's like the best launch window. So I'm accelerating basically to that time frame, when they're roughly 44.5 degrees apart. We're closing in now. All right. Day 262 ought to be fine. All right. That ought to give us enough leeway. And I got to launch from KSC, so I have to launch from here. Perfect. It looks like we're right on the money. And I do, of course, have the added launch sites mod installed, which is awesome. So we might actually launch some new ones later. But, all right, cool. So I'm on day 262 now. I should be in the optimal place now to be able to launch this thing. All right. Now, I do have a Balashka M. I do have a Balashka M and Balashka launch modular launch pad because I did install modular launch pads recently, but I haven't built one for the Vectra rockets yet. So we're just going to use the standard launch clamps for this one. But next stream, I'm going to show off the new launch pads, which is pretty cool. All right. Yeah, when I publish this stream, I'm just gonna put a timestamp in for YouTubers and be like, if you want to get to the good part, go to this time. So here's the good part. I'm loading it onto a rocket. I didn't want to hit launch. Oops. We're getting to the good part, I promise. Like I said, this is the last mission that I'm going to be doing with this particular probe bus. And whatever the outcome today, success or failure, that's what's going in the log. And that will be the official outcome of this mission. There's not going to be any quick save, no load from quick save, no restarts. Once I launch this thing, that's it. If I fail, I fail. There are no second chances in real life. So if I fail this mission, there will not be another launch window for a very long time. So, yeah. We're just going to go back to the vehicle assembly building, and I'm going to put this on top of the Vectra carrier rocket. And I'm essentially just going to swap it out with what's already on there. And it should work just fine. I shouldn't have any problems with it. Now, hopefully weight's not going to be an issue with this thing. So first thing I need to do is I need to reroute this thing. I think I already have it set to the route. All right. All right, good. Okay, cool. Well then, save. Open. Want my Vectra. Give me my Vectra. Where are you? Vectra K. We're not ready to test that one yet. Here we go. Want this one. And what we're basically going to do is remove the payload off of this and stick this one on top. So we're just waiting for it to load, and there it goes. Yeah, this thing's a beast. It takes a while for this thing to load. As you can see, I already tried, screwing with it earlier. But, get rid of that payload. As we're putting this one on now. Alright. Save. Merge. Hopefully I got the right variant of it. No, we don't want that one. We want the one that I hit save on, not the autosave version. Let's see, where are you? Oh, it would be at the bottom because it's the Z. There we go. That's the one we want. We want to merge that one. We need to get rid of that one first because that's the old one. We don't want that one. All right. First off, because I am merging, I want to make sure that I have enough staging room for all the crap that I'm about to load on top of this thing. Otherwise, it's going to screw my staging up. Come on, grab it. Thank you. There we go. Okay, it didn't quite do it the way I wanted it to, but that's fine. Let me just move this up one. That's the onboard motor for that. And there is the parachute. All right, cool. One of the ideas I want to try later on is I want to try a sky crane, kind of like the Curiosity rover used. I kind of want to like attach the descent rockets to the sky crane and the parachute to the sky crane, and then just have this thing gently lower this thing to the ground, and then the crane cuts off and goes and fucks off somewhere and just explodes because it's no longer needed. So I kind of want to try that idea. I've kind of been fascinated with that lately, and I think that's kind of a cool thing to try. All right, so I want to make sure that I get the right nose cone here. Which nose cone do I want? Do I want a pointy? Oh no, I don't want that one. Don't want that one. No, thank you. Conic 2. A little too pointy. That'll work. All right, so we're just gonna add 2 of those. All right, where are you? Where is my? Cool, there you are. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put that into staging. We want to add that when we jettison, after we jettison that first stage. So, all right, overwrite. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and call this Duna-2. All right, we're loaded onto the rocket now. Let me make sure I have all my staging done properly. Yep. Cool. Second stage motors. That's fine. We don't need that. Okay, cool. Third stage. Cool. All right. Detach from the detach from that. That's the main probe bus. That's the aeroshell release. That's the aeroshell jettison, and there's the parachute. All right, cool. So everything is properly loaded onto the vehicle. Where's my launch clamps? Where are my launch clamps? Utilities, I believe. Where my launch clamps are. You know what? I could just search for them. There they are. All right, cool. Like I said, I am totally just going to use the launch clamps for this one. Let me make sure that I'm not going to like detach anything when I move this whole rocket. That's what I thought. All right, where's my center? All right, there you are. Oh, I see what you did. Stupid asshole. Undo. I might have to reload the whole rocket. Right now, I'm dealing with so many parts that, like, my game is just, yeah, I'm just gonna have to reload that. I'm dealing with so many parts at this point that, like, the game is just... It's shitting the bed. So I'm just going to reload that. All right. So as soon as it's done, you know, having an aneurysm, there we go. Cool. We can just reload these launch clamps on there. Set the staging on that, and I'm just going to go ahead and save that. Cool. All right. Well, now the reason I wanted to move this whole gargantuan monstrosity is because I'm going to try to center it on the pad. There we go. There we go. That way it's a little more centered on the pad. All right. Ah, I forgot to set it to KSC. I got to set this launch site to KSC because I need an orbital inclination. Yada Twitch, hey, how you doing? Sorry, just saw you in stream chat. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this game sound up now. I just realized I had my music off the entire time while I was doing this. So I wasn't even really doing any game sounds. I am running approximately 30 mods right now. I'm running a bunch of mods. So that's... The reason my game is running so slow is entirely on me. I take full responsibility for that. I most certainly take full responsibility for that. Alright. I apologize again. I gotta, oh, 130 mods? Really? Jesus, how... Your computer must hate you. Because mine is certainly, like... I'm running a quad core, and I'm running like 16 gig of RAM, and it's definitely not liking. I'm running NVIDIA too, and it's definitely not liking what I'm doing. Hey Justin, good to see you joining us on stream. You joined just in time, guys. I'm about to launch this thing. So what I may end up doing is I might cut out all the crap on the replay of the stream and just do this part. Yeah, I'm running an i7 too. Yeah, it's definitely enough. I'm actually thinking of upgrading this thing to a Oh hey, thanks for following me, man. I'm definitely thinking I'm definitely gonna upgrade this thing. I'm gonna upgrade the drive on it, and I'm gonna upgrade the RAM. So hopefully I don't get actually nope, not doing that. That's what I want to do. Thank you. Almost pressed the wrong button again. Almost pressed the wrong button again. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'm playing, yeah, as far as soundtrack goes, I'm doing the, Total War soundtrack, because, I actually used it on a YouTube video earlier, because, I will be saving this to YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel, so if you... Actually, while this is loading, I'll go ahead and pull that up. So, yeah, definitely, like and subscribe on YouTube too, because I do upload stuff to that, and all the streams I do are archived there, and I do videos, so definitely give that a like. Go follow me on that. I'm gonna leave that up while we're waiting for this to load. Because it's still loading. Alright, there we go. Finally. Finally, we are loaded. And I got the mission specs over there in the corner. Alright. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the mission specs here. So y'all can see what I'm doing. Alright. Here we go. Throttle up. Alright, make sure my staging's right. Alright, cool. Alright. Man, this thing is hauling ass. Yeah, you could see my frame rate just like not liking it. But it is definitely hauling ass, and I do have the additional launchpad mods on there too, so I just installed those today. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start my gravity turn here. I'm not good at this, so I'm not even gonna pretend to be good at these gravity turns. I'll go ahead and pull up my maneuver information. If it will respond, thank you. Oop, gotta make sure I'm on the right inclination here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. By 10,000? Yeah, I have yet to get that good at I always design rockets that do that want to tip over. Like I still have, I'm still a novice. I did a mission last week where I actually did my first orbital rendezvous. And I got it. I got him close. But it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Alright, so far so good. I think we're out of the thickest part of the atmosphere. I can go ahead and throttle down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I got a bunch of small fins on this. My other main rocket that I use, the Balashka M, it's based on the R7 and it flies like a dream. Like I never have any issues with it. But I am totally I'm redesigning this one. But you can see it's plowing through the atmosphere. It's got I probably shouldn't have plowed through the atmosphere as hard as I am, but it is what it is. I can't go back now. I can't undo what I've done. All right. Go ahead and get ready for jettison. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. Because we're still low in the we're still high in the atmosphere, so it should be fine. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're definitely fine. Not ideal, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just... I know it's not very elegant, but we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna brute force this fucker into orbit. Far from ideal, but it is what it is. I do have to make sure that I stay on that center line, though. Alright, where am I at? Alright, that's looking good. I can actually kill a little bit of my velocity, so I don't overshoot the mark. Alright, I'm just gonna coast up to apoapsis. Alright, let's see where my fuel's looking like. Alright, looking good. Plenty of electric charge. I don't have to deploy my solar shields yet. I'm gonna go ahead and coast up to apoapsis, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn off some of these HUDs. I don't really need them up. So, this is the second stage of the Vecra D. Vecra D is based off of the Proton M. I'm designing something called a Vecra K at the moment, which is going to have a radically different second stage. And some design tweaks which will make it a lot more stable at launch. So, hopefully... Fingers crossed. I'll turn my mic down just a little bit here. Bear with me. Alright. Okay, cool. That should work. So, hopefully I'm not, like, blasting your ears anymore. I'm actually buying a new mic soon, so hopefully that'll, ease y'all's suffering a little bit. Alright. Actually gotta rearrange this music a little bit here. Alright, cool. See where we're at. Alright, let's coast up to orbit. Electric charge looks good. And here's the thing, I'm far enough away from the planet at my apoapsis to where I should be able to do a burn pretty easily. Alright. I'm about to do something. Those of you who are not rocket people, I'm about to do something called a kick burn. And here we go, apoapsis kick burn. I want to get this up. Alright, that'll work. Nuts. I'm gonna get circularize it a little bit, but I want to use as much fuel as I can to get it to coast to Duna. Fuel RCS, make sure I save some monopropellant. I'll go ahead and deploy my my communications. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Now, next step. I want to do maneuver. Alright. Escape Kerbin's sphere of influence. Set as target. comes the tricky part. Fighting with this thing. Because it just seems like it does not want to do what I want it to do. I do have a third stage on this, but I'm trying to use the second stage. Alright. What? Trying to use the second stage to do maneuver that I want to do. It is very, 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 very much a pain in the ass. I might just have to try to get it close. When I did my calculations earlier, it was a lot easier than this. There we go. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Damn it. Alright. I might have to do it from a different part of the orbit. I wish KSP had like a better interface. I mean, this helps, but it is not doing what I want it to do. There we go. That's sort of what I want. All right. Why are you like plowing in to Kerbin? I think that's what it is. What are you doing? The maneuver nodes are always a pain in the ass. It's amazing that I've even sent missions out. I might have to just park this thing in orbit a little bit. Might just have to sit it in a parking orbit. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to sit it in a parking orbit. Which is fine. I did that on the last mission. Alright. Let us try this again. Maybe now it'll get me a little closer. I guess we'll just have to keep trying until I get where I need it to be. Doesn't look like I'm quite at 45 degrees yet. Trying to get this to 45. This thing is doing the stupid altitude limit thing, so I think in order for me to do what I need to do, I have to bring my orbit up. Alright. Now I should be able to allow it to time accelerate. Put it where I need to put it. Alright. When I did the Eve mission, I had to park this thing in orbit for about 23 days or so. Alright. That looks about right. Let's try that now. Let's see if this works. I don't understand is what this thing is, how this thing is calculating this burn. What are you doing? How are you even calculating this? Why is it that when I do that, you're doing the opposite of what I'm wanting you to do? Yeah, right? It's like, why are you doing this? Alright. Yeah, at least it's not Principia. Come on, give me an encounter. Close that. I don't want that. I might just have to uninstall that mod because I cannot click on Kerbin without it asking me which base I want to zoom into. It's annoying. My god, this is so annoying. It's like, come on, just give me an encounter. I'm at the right phase angle. There we go. There we go. Now I just gotta... Alright, cool. Get me where I was. Come on. There we go. Get me at the right phase angle here. I'm at the right phase angle. There we go. And I'm not really concerned about losing, not having enough delta V on this stage, because I can just use the other stage. Come on. No, don't, no. Stop. Stop. Really irritating when I'm trying to grab my maneuver node and I have to get that. I'm gonna have to just uninstall that mod. What? Is there a way to turn this mod off? Without it having to try to select things. It's annoying. Alright. And of course I lose my... No, don't close. I don't want to... Stop. Yeah, I'm uninstalling that stupid mod. Because I cannot even touch my maneuver node without it doing something stupid. Look at this. I can't, like, it's doing the same thing no matter what direction I press. So I can't even use my maneuver node properly with that mod installed. Alright. Alright. Come on. Come on. Get me closer. The node further away, maybe that'll help. Mod rage, I feel that. Yeah, I'm definitely not having happy fun time with this mod right now. Okay, as long as it doesn't, like, enter the atmosphere. Oh, what was that? Go back. Alright. That one's getting real close to the planet, but that's why I threw it out so far, because I had a feeling that would happen. Oh, ooh, really close, really close. Now we're getting on the right track. Now we are getting on the right track. Alright. Stop trying to stabilize it. Alright. Let's try this now. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we're on the right track now. Definitely on the right track now. Yeah, we're getting there now. And I'm sort of using a gravity assist from Kerbin to do this too. Ooh. Come on. How close am I? I'm like kissing it. Come on. I'm like kissing it. Yeah, when I did my test run earlier, I thought this would, man, it's everything got just screwed up. All right, so that's looking good. Definitely closing the gap. Wider. Come on. Get in there. And this is really frustrating. These interplanetary missions are like the worst. Definitely. Oh, wait. What was that? Oh, encounter. I have an encounter. Bingo. There we go. Oh, and it's not a bad one either. Gently just nudge it. Come on now. Get closer. Come on. Damn it. Raced away. Damn it. Try to get that back. Add an encounter. There. Is that it? Duna encounter. Okay, cool. There we go. Now, I have to try to get this as close as possible. But because of this stupid mod, I can't use this. It's annoying. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that mod because for some reason it's conflicting with my maneuver node. Like I cannot. Like I literally cannot get it. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll pop in if I can. Well, hopefully you'll be able to watch this later. So check it out, man. Have a good one. On. That one's getting closer. Getting closer now. What sucks is I have to use this one out here. I can't use the enhanced maneuver node over here because one of the mods is conflicting with it. I want to try to get this to like... I want to try to get this within... I gotta try to get this within like 500 miles is what I'm trying to do. 500 kilometers is what I'm trying to do. One of the mods is making it damn near impossible to do. I may just do the burn. That I get the encounter and then do a correction later. And of course I lose. Now I lost the encounter because the stupid mod because the mod wouldn't let me use this. It's yeah, I'm getting rid of this mod. I am getting rid of this mod. It is absolutely frustrating. Okay, I cannot even click on Kerbin without it pulling that stupid menu up. I want to focus on Kerbin. I don't want to pick an airfield or something. Yes, I know I'm tumbling. Stabilize it. Thank you. Yeah, this mod is making this really, really difficult for me to pull this mission off. I may give up here in a minute and just uninstall the mod and try another day because I can't even get it to let me use this maneuver node over here because it increases it even though I'm decreasing it. It's annoying. And now I can't even get it to let me... turn all of this off. Yeah, it's not even letting me focus on Kerbin right now. Like, I can focus on any other planet. I can do focus view, but I cannot do it on Kerbin for some reason. It's just not letting me. I was gonna go to the tracking station and just try it again. Yeah, it's literally... Yeah, literally I could log this as an aborted malfunction on the navigational equipment or something. Because it's annoying, because I'm trying to sit here and trying to get it to work, but it does not want to work. Okay. It's in orbit. Fly it. Hopefully it doesn't, like, jack it up or something. Which I'm hoping it doesn't do. I've had that happen where the game would jack things up once I refocused on them. Like it would screw the engines up or something. All right. Can I go to my thing now? Am I allowed to? Thank you. I may just get an encounter as close as possible. Burn this stage as much as I possibly can to get the encounter. Come on. Oh, there we go. I got an encounter. Come on. Got it closer. All right. Ease it on in there. Wrestle it back and forth until I get it to do what I want it to do. Oh, that one was pretty close. Oh, man, 250 days. There's got to be a way to get a closer encounter than that. That one looks a little more promising. I'm gonna turn off all these probes here. Those don't need to be on. Alright. Got to be a way. It got to be a better way. There's gotta be a way for me to force a much closer encounter with this thing. This is like literally the most annoying part of trying to do this. Is getting the encounter correct. Terminate that and try again. I'm gonna try this one more time. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna see if I can do a burn. some point during this. That's where the target is. I almost feel like I need to be closer to it. But I'm already at like the right phase angle. Totally might have calculated this entirely wrong. I wish these dialogues would stop popping up. That is like my biggest complaint about this game is like when I'm trying to focus in on something, the dialogues just keep popping up. Really frustrating. Well, I might just give up. I might just give up because this thing is not cooperating with me today. I had an encounter earlier, but because I couldn't tweak it, the fucking thing wouldn't let me in there. It's annoying. It would not let me tweak. It would not let me tweak the encounter. Gonna have to try this. I really wish this thing would stop trying to select things I'm not trying to select. Now I think we're on the right track. Might be able to salvage this mission. Maybe, hopefully. I might be able to salvage it into a flyby. Oh man, we're getting there. We're getting close now. Oh, there it is. That's what we wanted. We wanted that encounter. $274 days. Well, what we might do is we might just go ahead and send it on the trajectory and then end the stream. That way, at least, we know it's on its way over there. And we can do some other missions in the meantime. See if I can get it closer. That's not what I wanted. Come on. Which one of these makes me go closer to the planet? Nope. Not the one I want. Alright. Right now, the closest I'm able to get to it is 43,000 kilometers. Which is not anywhere close to where I want to be. Oh, now it's letting me tweak it. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Alright, here we go. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Bring it back. Damn it, where did it go? There we go. Now we got the encounter back. Okay, cool. Alright, that brought it a little closer. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to try to get this thing on an encounter that brings it as close as humanly possible. I think we're just going to try to get the encounter set up, and then we'll end stream. So, there's going to be a part 2 to this then. Alright. So, we'll get the encounter set up, we'll do our burn, and we'll just let it go. And I'll just make a note. As close as kerbally possible. That's right. Okay, yeah, we're definitely closing the gap here. There we go. Now we're making some progress. Now we're starting to be gravitationally influenced. $7,000 kilometers. $2,000. Ooh, that one gets me close. Oh, but I'm passing by it so fast. That one gets me really close though. That one gets me even closer. And that's kind of where I want to be though. Nope. Go back. Up. Nope. Go back. Back. Go back. Up. Down. Down. Alright. Down. Let's try this. Nope. That didn't work. That didn't work. Alright. That puts me right over to the South Pole. I think, well, I'm in the realm of the rotation because I want to go with the rotation of the planet. That might put me far enough out where I can do a braking burn if I have enough fuel. Let me try something here. I am gonna try to enable the crossfeed. Disable crossfeed, enable crossfeed. Okay, yeah, alright. I think the best we're gonna hope for is a flyby at this point. If that, I don't even think we're gonna make it. Well, I mean, this thing's space junk, so we might as well go ahead and do it. This mission's probably gonna be a failure. Well, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it, though. Alright. Well then, let's just do it then, I guess. Let's just get to the node and do it. Yeah, this is not gonna work. This isn't gonna work at all, but like I said, no do-overs. So let's see what trajectory we can get this on and then end stream. Alright. RCS on. Point me at my node. Let's send this thing off to oblivion. Maybe a future ship will be more. Oh, I just have this feeling that we're gonna crash into the planet. No pressure. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work, but we're just gonna do this anyway. Because why not? Come on, show me the fuel tank. Oh, maybe we will make it. This is not draining the fuel. Alright. Ditch that stage. Alright. I wish there was a way I could have cross-fed that. Focus view. Let's try this again. You know what? We could try this. We could try this again. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if our trusty Block D will do it. Probably will not have enough fuel to... Oh, what's that? I wish this thing would show me where Duna is gonna be. That would be nice. I don't want to wait a year to encounter Duna, so we're not doing that. There we go. Then we're back to sort of where we were. There we go. That's better. I am literally flying by my seat of my pants on this one. How close? How close? Oh, so close. So close. Come on. Give me an encounter. Give me an encounter. That's what I'm talking about. It won't let me do... It won't let me do these precision movements with it. There we go. Oh, man. Okay. That's better than last time. Alright, let's see if we can do this. We might be able to do this. We might be able to do this. Damn it. I had 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 it. Give me my encounter back. Come on. I know I had an encounter. Y'all saw it. I had one. There it is. There it is. Give it back. Give it back. Come on. There you go. Give me my encounter. I'm just gonna have to click this thing and just minutely, very minutely adjust this thing. Instead of yanking it and pulling it, I'm just gonna have to do this like very small adjustments. Actually, I want to go that because, oh man, oh yes, oh that puts me like, oh, and I have enough fuel to do it. Oh, that's fucking great. This might be doable. Guys, I might be able to pull this off. Okay, node in 1 day. Did I miss my node? Or is that just how wide my orbit is? Well, you know what? We're gonna throw caution to the wind here. I'm gonna kill this engine here. And we're just gonna go to the node and try it. Alright, what's my electric charge at? Got plenty of monoprop. Alright, well let's at least send it on its way today. Let's see if we can do this. Extend my solar panels. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, don't play me like this, KSP. Do not play me like this. Alright, check the map. Make sure it didn't screw anything up. Nope, still got a pretty good encounter. Yeah, do not play me like this, KSP. Don't dangle that fruit in front of me. Alright, getting it down to the wire here. Alright. Get down to 30 seconds. There we go. We're pointing in the right direction. Hit my RCS. Alright. Here we go. Moment of truth. It should line up with this if we get it. Really? There we go. Now you're finally firing. Come on. You can do it. Give me my encounter. Come on. Me thinks that something might be glitchy, but I might be wrong. Come on. Come on. I think it glitched. I think it glitched. Because I am not even seeing... Because I am not even seeing this orbit change at all. Come on. Let me focus. Can I focus on Kerbin? Are you gonna let me do that? Do I really have to Come on, let me focus on Kerbin. Stop. trying to make me focus on other planets. Focus on Kerbin. Yeah, like it didn't even increase the orbit much. Look at that. Yeah, it glitched. It totally glitched. Like the fuel calculation was off, the trajectory calculation was off, the computer glitched out. It wouldn't even... Yeah, I don't know if this even has a chance of success at this point. Because I think the game glitched. I think the game glitched. And if that's the case, I think I'm just gonna end stream here soon. I'm gonna take a look at this thing. Yeah, way too many equipment malfunctions on this mission. Let me see what I can salvage out of it. Might be able to get an encounter. There we go. Got an encounter again. Focus view. Might be salvageable. Let's try it. Oops. Equipment malfunctions galore today. Absolute pandemonium. The music is so inspirational for an utter and dismal failure, isn't it? We're gonna keep trying here. We're gonna try to keep shrinking that gap. Not there. When you get to a certain point, it just does, like, it does the opposite of what you want it to do. It doesn't give you the encounter that it should give you. Yeah, this is really glitchy today. It's probably the longest, like, stream that I've done in like ever. And it's all just like an hour of it is just maneuver nodes, just trying to get this thing to work. Look at that. See, it's moving the same direction no matter which one I choose. Like, it doesn't matter. It just, like, this thing is glitchy. Like, it will not... Come on. Why? Oh, that's why. Because the node's passed. And now I can't focus on... Yeah. See, I can't focus on this anymore. I am such an amateur with this. I'm gonna try to at least just get it in the neighborhood, and I'm just gonna fire the engine. I'm not even gonna try to do precision until, like, I'm on my way. I'm just gonna try to get an encounter. Come on. Give me something to work with here. Well... Yeah, this is just... I'm just gonna give up. This is just too much. Yeah. I cannot get this thing to work. Like, every time I get it close, the maneuver node glitches out, and I have to go back to the... Because I can't focus on Kerbin. Like, I cannot pick Kerbin to focus on, so I can pick a new place to do a maneuver node. Like, it will not let me do it. Oh, now it does. Alright, well then let's try this. I'm gonna try it one more time. There we go. There we go. Now I have an encounter. Let's see how close it is. Let's see if I can fine-tune it just a little bit. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. There we go. So 6,000. Alright, let's see what I can get here. Let's see how close I can get. Oop, nope, don't want that. Go back. Thank you. That'll work. 900's good. Alright, I'll take that. I will take that. Let's see if we can at least get a flyby. Me thinks that this thing's gonna... Well, that got screwed up. Well, actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do it. It's only 13 minutes. Past the fire time. Let's do it anyway. Screw it. This mission's gonna be scrubbed if I can't do it anyway. Let's go. Let's see if I can't get this thing close anyway. Alright, cool. Now we're orbiting the sun. Let's see if I can't at least get an encounter. And once I do this, I won't have enough fuel to do another try, so I'm screwed. You right-click on the text, it will stay on screen. It's a good tip, thank you. Yeah, I've just had bad luck with these in maneuver nodes today. I think I might need to unload some of my mods, because it's just... not working out. Alright, let's see how close I get. This mission's already like a failure. So might as well just send it off into the abyss and see what science I can get. Well, thank you, Duck Swan. I appreciate that. Yeah, see, the calculation didn't even work. Like, it literally, it overshot it. Like, it totally overshot it. It took me out to Dres, like... like, almost Dres. Yeah, we're gonna say this is an equipment malfunction, because it literally was an equipment malfunction. Like, KSP was not giving me the right readouts, it was not giving me the right information. It was not even, like, showing me where I was half the time. It's just, yeah, look at this. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's a failure. That mission's a failure. Sorry, buddy. You were a valiant ship. We're just gonna have to try this again sometime. Yeah, so I'm gonna take some screenshots here of the date and time, just so I have them for posterity. So when I put them in the sheet. All right. We're just gonna say bye to Kerbin now, as this probe disappears into the abyss as the dismal absolute failure of a mission that it was. Well, if you enjoyed watching me fail, don't forget to subscribe and like, because I got other stuff coming up. I usually do Minecraft streams on Thursdays and Saturdays. I do KSP on Mondays. So hopefully the next KSP mission won't be a failure like this one. But yeah, definitely give it a like, give it a subscribe. So Let's take one last look at Kerbin disappearing into the distance. While our poor little probe here condemns itself. I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to I'm actually gonna well, try. Do I have? Nope, it's dead. It actually died. Because this thing is yep, it died. Because I didn't face the panels towards the sun. Man, yeah, this mission was a dismal failure. You saw it here. No redos. I'm not doing any redos. So this mission's going in the spreadsheet as a failure. So you saw it here first, guys. Anyway, I appreciate you guys sticking around for it. But yeah, so I'll be back on Thursday. And I'm going to sign off with that. I'm going to go have a few drinks and make dinner and try to wash off the stench of failure. So, yeah, have a good one, guys.